Hello and welcome to my live stream, my daily live stream. I don't know if you can hear me because my headphone broke completely there. I think it's still working. I'm going to assume it's still working until I know otherwise. Excuse me, sinuses are, as usual, acting up. So, anyway, today was Saturday. And this morning I went to a church and picked up a free breakfast. Came home, ate that, and I worked some today. I worked a few hours today, but I had to take a nap there in the morning earlier in the day. And then I did, when I was sitting at my desk later in the afternoon, I kept falling asleep. So, I did work today, and I've been watching some stuff on Hulu. Not Hulu. I do watch stuff on Hulu, but I don't think I watched any tonight. I watch stuff on Netflix, some YouTube, and I've been looking at reading up on a few opportunities that I think I'm going to pursue. I'm going to try to come up with something for, and I'm not going into detail because I have no exact plans for these things, and my plans for these things might change. So, I really don't know what to share about them. There's one that requires writing. There's one that requires editing, taking free video footage available, and free music available on this one site, and editing together a very short video. And there's another thing, utilizing TikTok to make for something. And I plan to work on all of those. And then there's something I thought about working on doing tonight. I thought about starting, and that is writing I'm taking one of the ideas I have and making it into a series of short stories. And that would be like it would be traditional type of storytelling, but a kind of written as though it were a journal, and I guess similar to found footage. And I'm going to post post it onto my Patreon, and I plan to write a short story every day. I'm thinking maybe every day. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Would I be able to write something every day? I don't know. I have to figure that out. But I'm gonna make it where the amount that to read these on my Patreon, it will the contribution level, it would be higher, like $25 a month or something like that. And that might change, but and I'm planning to post a small portion of it onto my WordPress and my other blog, I think. But I plan to write that short story, the series of short stories, in the format of like a blog, journal, diary, whatever you can call it. And eventually I plan to edit these together into a book and publish that onto Amazon as an ebook. excuse me, for sale, of course. But that won't be until I don't know when. And with the book, there will be some changes made to make it into a book format, and there might be additional material to it. Or, maybe there might be some deleting of some material to make it work better for a book, and some addition to material. So it definitely will be something different. And when it gets to the ebook format. But that's something I thought about today, and I'm gonna start with one idea. I need to pick out which idea I want to do first, but I'm going to write. We start with one, and then I will do begin a second one sometime soon, and then go from there. But I think that if someone subscribes to my Patreon at that level, I think $25 level. I think so. I think the $25 level, but that it will be definitely worth it. I'll have maybe I'll do some videos on there now, talking about the characters and some behind the scenes stuff that I won't be talking about otherwise elsewhere. And I think my head hurts a little bit right now, so I need to go. I'm getting ready to go to bed soon. I think, and I'm trying to, and I hope to have a more diversity in my characters, so that there's some, so I see myself more in the characters now. I figured that out as I do it, but having different characters based on me to some degree. Yeah. But that's my plan. I don't know if it's going to work out. I guess if enough people sign up for my Patreon, subscribe to my Patreon, then it will work out. It will happen. And I was thinking about what would I do with the money if I had so many people sign up for my Patreon. And one thing I would do would be to buy a house to be my home base, a place to shoot video, do photography, work on my writing. I was thinking about the idea of like utilizing Lego to create a model of some of these worlds I create. And I have been thinking about the interconnectivity of these different worlds and these different ideas, so that they kind of like they're in the same universe. Maybe sometimes different dimensions, different timelines, different alternate realities, stuff, but they're all happening in the same universe. Yeah, and I have bigger goals for some of this stuff, but I have not been working on this stuff because I have I don't know, I guess didn't see the reason to do it. I just didn't see the point of doing any of this stuff, to working on my writing, because I thought, well, my writing won't go anywhere, and nothing will happen with my writing. But now I just need to do it. I just need to write, and I have excuse me, and I have somewhat of a plan to do what to do with this writing right now. And I do plan to I have the books here that have that list places to submit writing, and I do plan to submit writing to places. But right now, one thing I'm going to do is start off with one series of short stories on my Patreon, and have some, behind the scenes stuff as well on my Patreon. And most of them on Patreon because, I don't know, I guess I'm a little bit worried about someone stealing my writing, or the ideas. And if I put on my Patreon then where people would have to pay to read it, then maybe that would eliminate that. I was watching some stuff on YouTube about with behind the scenes of Stranger Things, and it made me miss production, video production, being on set, being an actor, even though I have said several times that I don't think I'm the best of actors, but it's not at the top of the list of things I want to do, but it's one of those things I do like doing sometimes. So if you're watching me and you have a project that you would think I would be good for, please contact me. But anyway, I'm definitely planning. I've thought about a couple of times what I was doing at one time, which was writing something every day. I was trying to write something every day, certain things every day. I was trying to write a poem, a short story, and a short screenplay, just like a scene or something like that, every day. Maybe I could get back to doing something similar to that, but mostly putting it on my Patreon and having small excerpts, small portions of it on my other blogs for everyone to read. But if you want to read all of it, then you'll have to sign up for my Patreon. I don't know if anyone will sign up for my Patreon, but that's the hope. And I do have my GoFundMe links below, which I doubt they will be funded. It would be nice if they would be funded. One of my GoFundMe, I have two GoFundMe and GoFundMe what do you call it, campaigns, and one of them is for a replacement Apple Watch, which fell off my wrist. Mine fell off my wrist and it broke. But I'm hoping to raise the money to buy a new one. And the other one is to buy either a traditional house and a car, or a tiny house and a truck. I don't know what. And maybe depends on how much money is raised, maybe some video production stuff, like a better video editing setup, audio editing setup. But the end result being having a house to work as a small, tiny studio for video photography, a space for editing, video photography, audio, music, somewhere in the house to have focused on the writing pre-production process, like an office. Well, it would be an office. It wouldn't be like an office, but and then maybe a space to screen, a place to show, to have a like a small theater kind of thing, but nothing fancy. I don't think. But excuse me. But that's the goal. I don't think anyone's out there, and there's anyone out there that is going to, like, I want to help them. They're not going to look at me and want to help me. They're going to look at me and say that, and well, they're not going to look at me, but because they won't. I don't think most people know I'm here. And I don't know how many people would like my content, would like my writing, would like the video I do, or the photography I do. Speaking of my photography, please go to my photography website and share that. Check out my photography. Definitely, it's most of it's there. The good, the bad. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes maybe you could maybe you could see my process through that. There's just different kinds of photography: street photography, nature, landscape, maybe some portrait. Because when I've been out and did the street kind of improv photography, I also did some post photography. But please do that. Please visit and share all my links. Please share this video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube. Click the notification button. I have hope and dreams and goals, but the one thing I can't do much about is you. I need you to help me. I don't know how many people watch this, if any. I mean, I know there's a couple of people that watch my videos sometimes, but I don't know who else watches them. And with my identity and my past with trauma and stuff, and it's not necessarily easy for me to put. It's not. I wouldn't say no. It's not really necessarily easy to put myself out there, although I do this on a regular basis. I do put myself out there on a regular basis. I'm not saying it's easy on me, because I have this thing about worrying about how it's going to be taken, if it's going to be accepted or not. Am I going to be accepted or not? My sinuses. Anyway, my whole life I've not been accepted. I've been ostracized. I've been teased, called names, bullied. And I'm not going into the details of that, in all the details of that, but after spending all my life feeling like I never fit in, like I'm an outsider everywhere I go, and the only reason I'm sharing is because I'm certain that there are other people out there that are like me in that way. They're not maybe you're not exactly like me, but maybe you understand that feeling of not fitting in wherever you are, not having a place to fit in, not feeling like you're wanted, not feeling like you're welcomed. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm here for you. I'm hoping to give voice to that in general through my writing. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be perfect at it. I'm gonna do what I can to bring diversity to my writing and show that we're all different on some level. We're all the same on some level, but we're all different on some level. We should celebrate both. We should celebrate the differences, how we're different, but also celebrate how we're the same. We look the same. Or the color of our skin might be different, but we still look the same. Anyway, I'm planning to write the first short story now, tonight. And I don't know how long it will be. I don't know. And tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna do it once a day or what. I have to just. It may just be whenever I have something to write. As far as the short story, and I still haven't decided which. I have a few different ideas I've had for a couple of years. And, I just haven't decided which one I'm going to start with. So, and I'm not going to talk about them in greater detail on here. I'm going to save that for my Patreon. But if you want to know more about that, go to my Patreon. Sign up for my Patreon. I appreciate the help on there. Now, one of the goals that I have there are, I don't know, it's something that would be nice to happen, but I'm not going to think too much about, is that if the GoFundMe campaigns are funded, and if I get so many people to sign up for my Patreon, support me on my Patreon, then I could afford to quit the social media job. I could focus full time on writing, video, photography, and creating other content. And as people sign up for my Patreon, the content on my Patreon will grow. I will have more content. I will post more content on my Patreon as people sign up, and I will try to make it worth. I'll try to make it of value, and you will be part of the process, my creative process. But I need your help, even if it's just sharing my links, visiting and sharing my links, watching my videos, retweeting me, following me, subscribing to my stuff. All these things help. But then again, I know I'm expecting a lot, when not that many, and then like a handful of people maybe watch these videos. Anyway, I know that this is May. The London Pop-Pops is now still going to be is arriving this month. The last of the Japan crate bots is arriving. I've already received the Munch Pack. I think it's called the Munch Pack. excuse me, I've received that one for this month. And I've already received the third beast bots for this month. The Brio bots is coming next month, I think. And I'm getting something new from Manscaped. And I'm gonna show. I think I'm gonna start showing the Manscaped stuff every time I get the Manscaped stuff, and post a link. Maybe I'll try to find a link to for a personalized link for Manscaped, and I will talk about the Manscaped products and whenever they arrive. I'm trying to monetize, make money, raise funds any and all ways I can, and it's not, for me, it's not about becoming rich, but it's about getting to a point where I have more resources. I'm able to pursue my dreams, pursue my pursue my writing, photography, filmmaking dreams, goals, and that requires money. If it didn't require money, then I wouldn't be doing this stuff, but I wouldn't be monetizing anything. I wouldn't worry about money at all, but it takes money. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I need to go write, then I need to go to bed. So please visit and share my links. I don't know how many people are going to watch this, but please visit and share my links. And come back tomorrow. I'll have another live stream, and I'm still planning to. I'm thinking about live streaming more often throughout the day, but and I meant to do that yesterday, but I kept forgetting. So maybe I'll eventually do that. But for now, I'm going to do some more few things and then go to bed. So until tomorrow, thanks and good night.